Oh, these are so difficult. I might have to do 2 on that. Good gosh. You're thinking about me. Up in your head. It's going to be. Flamingo shorts are the shit. Flamingo shorts are the shit. All right, we got to get a bell ready. I'm going to get these slabs, boy. I'm going to get these slabs. Booyah. That motherfucker ready. All right. I'm going to go probably that way. Oh, perfect. Nice. Oh, Captain Price. Let's go with this one. And there we go. Gotta tighten that other one up. Should be ready. What? There we go. Perfecto mundo. Boom shakalaka. Oh, I don't think I could see that one. Is there anybody in here? What up? What up? Are y'all fishing? Yeah, just me. Ask her now. Her me truth is not happy with him and is shocked. What? Is that just a name? What does that say? Are y'all fishing? I think he is. Yeah. Gubba dubba shitty. What? Ask her. Not for the truth and is not happy with him and is shocked. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Who else is in here? Operations Center partnership for a company and partnership in development of. Dude, that guy's got to go. I don't know what the hell that even means. Where are you fishing at? I'm in Texas. Not going to give too much info, but yeah, I'm in Texas. At a big old lake. And it's a whole lot of fun. All right, one more worm. And I'm using worms, if I didn't already say that. I went to go get chicken liver, couldn't find it. And if someone and or anyone could tell me if my mic is working, that'd be great. I got it on my hat. I just haven't used it. They ran out of night crawlers up there at the store. So it's the red ones that are difficult because they're so small. Oh, I'm gonna try to get these slabs. Oh, shiza. There we go. 1, 2. Oh, boom. Perfecto. I don't know what that dude was talking about. I think he was ranting about a company or something. Celeste, I love fishing. Yeah, man. Super fun. It's my addiction, trying to get catfish. And yes, I can hear you fine. All right, cool. Yes. I'm glad you can, because I didn't know. I charged both of them. I just don't know if they were working. Yeah, probably gonna do some cat. And then I got 2 other poles. I got a bait caster and a open reel, because there's a little brush over here. And when that overcast hits, when that, I'm gonna I'll pop a frog in there and see what it's, because I've been here before, and bass go crazy over here by this tree behind me. I swear I was getting hit right when I was trying to set. That's the thing about these channel cat. The baby ones will hit it and hit it, hit it, and then all of a sudden, when a bigger one sees all the ruckus, they'll come over there and dominate. Scoop it on up. I don't think I have another bell. That'd be nice if I did. I've done this before. Look for something and turn around and get hit. But it seems as though one of them is going to have to be watched by me, because I'm not going to be able to hear it. I can loosen the drag a little bit, but all right, what's up? What's up? Trying to get catfish. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, sounds good in Pennsylvania. Holy crap, you're far away. Pennsylvania, that's where my stepmom's from. That's way up there. Way up there in the tippity top. There's good fishing over there. Extremely good. This spot usually don't take long. Something usually hits fairly quickly. Now, granted, that's with chicken liver, but I haven't yet tried a worm. We're going to find out today. I'm actually trying to... I heard that gar don't taste that bad if you know what you're doing. So if I do catch one, I promised this dude I would attempt a cook and clean. But yuck. I'm honestly not a fan. Cod, carp, gar, disgusting. Not my cup of tea, but they're fun to catch. You know, it's more of a lazy catch, but it's fun, especially for kids. Carp or cod or whatever. They're fun to catch. A lot of weight. They're Pittsburgh. Gotcha. So Steelers fan, I'd imagine. I can never say that word right. Not Steelers, but what's their logo deal? It's called a Florida Lee or something like that. Florida Lee. I don't know. I butcher that shit every time I try. Florida Lee. I don't know. I'm giving up. There's a lot of little bass over here, schooling like crazy. But the way I've casted these two lines, I can't cast in between. I can go out that way though, but I've got a little minnow on this bait caster. Ooh, hell no, I'm a Cowboy fan. What? Dude, people from Texas, like majority of them aren't even Cowboys fans, man. But hey, that's cool. That is cool though. That's what do they say that's the nation's team, right? For some weird reason, even though it's Dallas, Texas, it don't make sense to me. I don't know. Although I've never been a NFL guy, I've always been MLB. I like baseball more than anything, but man, I couldn't even choose a team if you asked me to when it comes to the NFL. Honestly, I've been told I could have gone numerous times, but chose baseball. I just enjoy it. There's some big dudes in football, man. I've heard those guys getting brain injuries and all kinds of crap. Oh, the Patriots, yeah. Yeah, Pats are shit, bro. That was a home run team for what, like 2-3 years in a row, 4 years in a row, something like that. Didn't they win? Just fucking unbelievable. I just remember hearing about them constantly for a couple years about, I kept hearing Pats, New England. Everywhere you go to eat, restaurants, you go to a buddy's house. I mean, they were everywhere. And like I said, I really didn't even paid attention that much. So I just remember hearing them a lot. But I had like a smashing grab of the Super Bowl for like 2-3 years. I've liked the Cowboys since the 70s. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a long time. So you like, I mean, see that I can't argue with. You got Aikman, Michael Irving or Irvin, whatever. Uh, damn good players, and I don't think I think there's too much political crap nowadays in it. So I'm 40, and I can respect that because the old school Cowboys, I think there was a lot more like talent than there was, you know, because back then I don't even think about how much contracts were, Now it comes on the radio. It's like they even talk about how they're sued for a certain amount or wearing a certain pair of shoes on there, and they actually talk about the amount of money they're being sued for. They get fined, and how much their contracts are for. All that is like public news now, which is freaking weird to begin with. Honestly, it shouldn't be about that. I don't think people's personal financial business should be out there like that. And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe that kind of stuff happened in the 70s, even the 80s, more or less. 90s, you might be pushing it. They want to know how much each player is getting paid, which is still weird. We're not there to see how much they get paid. We're there to see their talent. But welcome in, guys. Oh, we're talking about football teams. What's up, Betsy? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you been? Yeah, Nolan. We're talking about the Cowboys and you know how their money's blasted all over the place on the news for contracts and stuff. But comparison to talent nowadays and back then, 70s stuff like that. It's really not that bright. I guess I can take these off. I don't know. It just seems a little irrelevant. Us knowing how much money they're making, you know, we don't give a shit. We care about their talent. I think college football is more entertaining than the NFL, honestly. Not yet, Betsy. Not yet. I just got here probably 20 minutes ago. We're about to find out if red worms work out here. I'm going to try these. I've used chicken liver out here uh, and used it all up like immediately. It didn't take long. I've used night crawlers out here. Didn't take long. They're smash and grab on them. And then now I'm going to try these red worms. They're itty bitty. That's the problem. They're hard to hook. But we're going to try these out. Nothing yet, though. This dude was like, sweet shorts, man. I got flamingo shorts on. Oh, it's beautiful out here. Absolutely. I plan on going swimming, and I was like, no, screw that. Lakes in Texas are becoming more and more crappy. They really are. I don't know if it's they don't dredge enough or I don't know. It's just something's happening. But the water is like parasites are getting into people's tear ducts and giving them like all kinds of weird infections internally. And I mean, what? I used to jump in lakes all the time, rivers, ponds, you name it, when I was a kid and come out unscathed. Now you're taking your kid to the hospital 30 minutes after he jumped into a lake. Don't make sense. It's in Texas. This would be considered, I want to say Lake Louisville, actually. I didn't really give Geo earlier. I kind of just said Texas, but I mean, I don't care. I'll tell y'all. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, it's Lake Louisville. It's a pretty big lake. It stretches all over the place. So, um, push come to shove, if you wanted to bring your posse, it's going to be hard to find me. But yeah, it's pretty out here. But if you look it up, crappy lake, all kinds of problems. people like even 4th of July, like people drowning, getting hit by jet skis. I mean, it's fucking wild, man. I don't get it. Just a bunch of negative, intrusive crap. There's a massive channel out there, but I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, you can. Yeah, it's beautiful. Text very good. Thank you for the live. Absolutely, not a problem. I've swam to that tree right there. Boop. I've swam to that tree, and there is a bunch of crappie, bluegill, all that good stuff. And a bunch of fishing line. I don't know what taking these poles so long, but something's gonna hit them. I guarantee it. A tree in a river. Yeah. Starts by eating their flesh. Yep, I think you're right, man. Yep. That sounds about right. Like parasites. Yep. Isn't that what happened to that UFC fighter? What was his name? Dude had to get like a lung transplant or something because of that. I'm pretty sure he did. He had staph infection, is what it was, and then it turns into something else. Could you imagine if he would have jumped in a lake in Texas with that staph? She boy, dude would have been screwed up. No, I have heard of people getting in this lake though, and seeing gators and like random shit. Shouldn't be here. Absolutely should not be here. I don't know if y'all could see that. There's a crane out there. He's right there. I don't know if you can see him though. He's a crane. Big old water chicken. The dude's massive. There he goes. He took off. Betsy, how you been? You still in here? Now that you said it, it's kind of weird. I think the water, no, it's always been this high. I just don't know why. Because there's multiple. There's not just one tree. There's like 3 or 4 over there. There's one right here. Obviously, they've been there a very, very long time. Way before water was around here. I got a metal detector too. I was going to scour this area. What I'm afraid of is finding a bunch of randomness because I don't want to pop for a lot of crap. Those bass are schooling right there. Oh, right between the lines. Nice. See if I can grab one of these boogers real quick. Come on, buddy. I think there's a tree in the water. Almost got stuck on it. Pretty sure there was. Right between again. Boom. I'm gonna have to tighten that up. It's a little bit loose. About another 30 minutes, I'm gonna swap this minnow out for a chatterbait. It's a little quiet over here. Quiet enough to use that. And this goes in here. I'm fairly pleased with this thing. It's a Spartacus. It's not bad. No, this is not a promo or I'm not sponsoring anything, but I'm on a Vengeance Abu, and it is Spartacus too. If they want to sponsor me, sweet. I'll test all the reels in the world. Go for it. But there's solid poles. They're good casting poles. One is a 7'2", 7'2", and then the other one I have over there, it's a lime green open reel. It's an Abu as well, 6.5, I believe. But this one I like as well. I got a frog on it right now. It's a Laser something. Laser Pro. It's not bad. They're not like super expensive, but they're good. They are solid. Here in Pennsylvania. Been good. How about you? I'm good. Yeah, just trying to live today like I'm dying tomorrow. Here in Pennsylvania, the cranes catch the fish and kill them and just throw them away. But you can't kill the crane because it is protected. Honestly, I think the cranes are hero protected, to be honest. I really do. That's weird, though. They don't eat them? What? Why wouldn't they eat it? That don't make sense. I've seen birds pick up a fish and drop it on the bank, I think, to kill it. They'll fly real high and then they drop it on the bank. I'm not gonna lie, I'm soak. I think they're too small, honestly, I really do. Or it's still too light out. That's insane, though. They're protected. I don't know about here. I'd have to look that up, honestly. Cranes in Texas. No idea. cut the shit out of my hand earlier. All right, this one's got a tap here soon. Come on, buddy. You're right in that channel, dude. There's no way you're not being seen. And this one's just on the opposite left of it. If I remember correctly, this is a giant tree, like 15 foot out. I think this dude's using a cane pole. Dead serious. I haven't used a cane pole since I was like 10. They work. There's a whole lot of schooling going on right now, right in front of me. That was a massive bass right there. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all see that? That was crazy big. Let me turn it just a tidbit. Wait, no, now you can't see the poles. Hold on. This thing's gonna eat it, and I'm gonna cry. What about you're getting that side? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what that. I'm gonna put this on my shirt. No, that's gonna get annoying and loud on y'all. Hold up, let me try it like this. There we go. I don't know. Does that work? I think it works. Does that work? I think it works. I might even bait up one of these. That other open reel. I need to do an evolution catch because this ain't working. Oh.
I just got a damn new Corrado. I should have brought it. Umas. I knew it. I got followed. What we got going on? Who's better? Okay. Cool. I can change that. Not a problem. Sorry. Oh. Yeah, I think it keeps hitting my beardage. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I think you're right. It's comfortable too, though. Uh-oh. I got loose over here. Something hit it while I was playing around with my mic. It's going to be really tough to get that tiny worm off that hook, so it's got 2 barbs. I think it's a half. Might be a 1/0. I think it's a half, though. Is there a military base? I think there's a military base in Pennsylvania. I can't remember. Pretty sure there is. I think I crossed mine. No, I didn't. I did get followed again by a little sunfish. Come on. We are at the peak right now, feeding time, without a doubt. There was some Asian folk last time. They had 15, 20-foot poles launching their bait on a 1.5 ounce, 2 ounce weight. My God almighty. I mean, past that tree. They were casting so far. Oh, there's a tree there. Be careful. I didn't even realize that limb was there. I'm having to cast all weird because I got to flick up over this pole. This one's longer. And I just hit it. Kind of figured that was going to happen. Eventually, I get too quirky. Bird's nest isn't too bad, but it is present. That's the crappy thing about bait casters. You got to be careful. Oh, that went up over my finger grip and everything. I had a good old time learning how to use a bait caster, actually. It was a bit of a pain in the ass to begin with. Dude, I am not only stuck, but I am on my pole over here. There we go. Wait. Did I go this way? No, I need to go this way. Because I wrapped around there. There we go. There we go. Now this one, let me set back up. And I got to figure out, there we go. All right, now we got to retighten over here. Help me, baby Jesus. There we go. I was almost stuck. Technically, I was. Yeah, there's a lot of crap in this water right here, about 15, 20 foot out. I think it's a tree, honestly. It's an entire tree. I've swam out there and found that out for myself. Sorry, whoever's in here. You gotta hear me eat. That crane flew back over there by that tree. He's trying to snag them bluegill. I know exactly what he's doing. Another 15 minutes, I'm gonna have to put on a headlamp. And then this turns into a night fishing trip, which I don't mind. Night fishing's fun. I just wish I would have brought a bit bigger pole. Bloop, right between them lines. Perfect. Yep, there's that tree. There we go. See, I've learned if you hold tight and then release, It's almost like it'll let it go. Honestly, it takes time, but I've just lost too many lures to not want to know how to learn how to get it unhooked. God, I was so mad one time. I don't know if anybody's in here, but I got a story. Bought a brand new 6 cents shad 5-inch. It's like $40. Went to cast underneath the bridge and hit the pillar. Shattered that thing. Broke it in 2 pieces. I was beyond heated. Almost threw the pole in the water and quit fishing entirely. Oh, speak of the devil. Look at that. Wonder how that's going to come down. Well, we're fishing for a tree and we caught it. We'll go right on top of my bag. Come on, dude. I might have to cut sling on this one. Trees are a pain. Yeah, I'm just going to cut it. I got plenty of those. It was like $1.25. Let's try to use my hands first. Watch it come down on my face. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to tamper with that. Because that's my luck. It would hit me right in the face. We go as high as we can and snip. Kind of wanted to swap it out anyway, honestly. I have a this one right here. It's a pretty good looking one. Super realistic. I've had this for probably 2 months. I've caught a lot of bass on this. There's 8, 9, somewhere around there. At Ray Robert Lake in Texas. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, I'm going to have to use my headlamp because I cannot see for shit. We're going to try this one. There we go. Now I can see what the heck is going on. This is braid. This isn't mono. So when you go to tie off, I use that old Japanese 6-3 loop. And obviously you can't see your loops, then you're kind of screwed. You might tie off wrong and then lose your bait, lose your lure. Come on, dude. That's another thing. If you don't get a clean cut on your braid, you have to sit there and mess with the residual line before you actually get it through. There we go. This is a big bait. This is a 5, I think. And it doesn't sink. It's got a half weight buoyancy, so it'll kind of middle if you don't give it too much. Just a normal reel back. Return has to be fairly slow. That way it swims right. I can loosen that up just a little bit more on that drag. Didn't really go too far. I'm trying to be cautious of that tree. I do not want to lose. I'll cut that whole damn tree down. I'm not losing this. Alright, that swam really weird for some reason. Cold start. We'll call it a cold start. There we go. These big baits are best on a boat. Deeper water. Not banking. Oh, I love that glide. This fish swims so good. It really does. Swims so good. It's not gentle on my reel, though. I think my Corrado will do better than the Spartacus, easily. There we go. Finally got something on the cat pole over here. Nothing too crazy. Let me see. It's better on there. Somebody's in here. Who's in here? Speak up or hold your peace. Isn't that pretty? Super pretty out here. I love it. I think that dude's bells just went off. It's probably my moderator. Is my moderator still in here? By chance? That dude's got. There's schooling right in front of him. I don't think he has any idea. Can't believe I lost my other bells. That sucks. And then I bought glows. I bought glow tab. That is a giant crane. Holy crap. Dude. That was massive, bro. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to throw a frog off the bank Not in any brush, nothing. I'm just gonna pop it right on top and see what happens. Without getting stuck, of course. They're after that. There's a pile of minnow over there. Wonder if I can get away with that. And frog's full of water. This is a Guggen too. That's crazy. I don't know why that keeps happening. My frogs get flogged all the damn time. I don't get it. Is it usage? I don't know. Oh no, that might be tree. No, it's not tree. We're good. What the was that? My frog's sinking. He's got way too much water in him. And his legs are crossed for some reason. Doing a business deal in the water. Do one more on the old frog, and I'm gonna swap to it. Probably a wounded shad. Yeah, no bueno.